So before I ramble on about the main things holding us back, I have a candle right here. I've had this candle for like 2, 3 years at least. But I just never used it that much. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's gonna have that right here. Feels nice. It's like a peaceful add-on to like your desk or your workspace. But anyways, keeps me in a calm state. Um, so I was just here working, and I have a little bit of a time crunch to record this, but I recently have found myself in a flow state, like in a nice, calm flow state with my schedule, with the times I work, like just having everything organized in place. And a big part of that is like having a calendar, right? So it might sound boring, but organizing your time is a huge, huge factor to getting stuff done during the day, which has helped me a lot, which has allowed me to post consistently right now. So I'm just talking about right now. Um, I've been posting quite consistently. I've been, providing some value. I'm having fun with it basically. I'm having fun in the process. And what I've noticed is that the stuff I do hasn't really changed. The stuff that I don't do now has changed. What does that mean? So, a lot of us have the information we need. We don't need more information. We don't need new information. We just need to be reminded of constantly of the ones that are important. I used to just mentally masturbate to a lot of information online that was like, oh, you need to go to the gym, you need to do this consistently, don't drink, don't smoke. And sure, it sounds all good, but it's about what you don't do, right? So, well, obviously, I just said don't drink, don't smoke, but let me get back on track. We hear all this information, right? It's like, you must be doing this, you must be doing this, you must be doing this. And it feels good in the moment. It's like, okay, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. But all that progress can be sabotaged by the bad vices or the bad habits that you have. And it may discourage you when you don't see the progress that you want to see, even though you're like, I'm doing the right things. Why am I not seeing progress? Well, think about what you're doing in your free time. Like for example, I'm gonna say this, right? My sound might be like a sensitive topic for some people, but I know this is something that can relate to a lot of guys. Fapping. Shit was a problem for me for like a while, and I'm not doing it anymore. And at the same time, I'm in this flow state, in this happy flow state. I'm just like super content with how the process is going right now because I know I'm being consistent, right? This is not to say I'm getting comfortable. This is to say that the two correlate with each other. Your bad habits and the progress you make with like what you're doing. So, for example, let's say you're going to the gym consistently. Let's say you're probably eating decently right, but let's say you're also smoking on the side. Let's say you're also fapping on the side, doing drugs on the side. All that progress just goes to shit now. It just goes away because of what you're doing on the side. You're probably training right. You're probably working out right. You're probably even, I don't know, journaling. I don't know. You're probably doing the stuff you need to do, but you're sabotaging everything with the stuff that are the bad vices, the bad habits like fapping. It's a sensitive topic for a lot of guys because I know a lot of guys go through it. And I can say this with conviction because I understand how bad it is and I understand how much you just pray that you just want to be happy. Just like you just pray you don't want to feel this horniness anymore. You just want to succeed. That's what I felt. Like it's like God, I just want to succeed. I don't want to be doing this bad sin. Why am I even doing this? I don't even feel happy after I have that post clarity. And once you get out of that, it's like, what the fuck was I doing? In the past when I did it, I was like, it was like, this night ain't a big deal. But little did I know, it correlated with the progress I was going to be making with like the gym, or with like my job, or any of the other aspects of my life. Those bad habits really bleed into every aspect of your life. And it slowly does it until you're just like, you're fed up with your situation. And I know I'm kind of rambling on right now, but I'm trying to make this the most sense as possible. You probably are doing the right things, but it's about what you have to cut out in order for those right things to count. Like for me in the past, I was fapping a lot, and I understand the cycle that you go through of like, this is the last time, this is the last time, this is the last time. Okay, this can be with drugs or weed, but I haven't done any drugs at this moment right now. I haven't done any drugs. I don't plan to. But I know with fapping, I've been through that phase, so I understand and I could talk about that. Okay, that's why I'm using fapping as an example. You just lose all your energy through that. It's such an evil act that people, especially men, go through nowadays. That it's starting to be normalized. But why is it being normalized if you just feel like shit after? I feel like shit every single time, and I was like, I can't be like this. I can't be like this. I can't be like this. But then I fall into the trap again. I used to just fall into the trap every single time for years. And I'm being very honest. Recently, I haven't, have not been doing it, and it feels so good. Feels just amazing how I can just not focus. I don't even have time to do that right now. It's like I got so many other worries. It's like now I look back and like, what the fuck was I doing? I was just wasting my time, wasting my energy. You gotta cut out the bad things that are not serving you. Because as soon as you make progress and you start to do the bad habits too, all that progress is decreasing. Now you're just doing this. Your progress is like this. Oh, you make progress? Oh, but you start fapping. Oh, pff. You make progress, or you hit the nicotine. Boom. You're just constantly like this. And you there's this barrier you just need to pass right here. There's this barrier that God is trying to just help you break through. I'm starting to break into it. I'm starting to break that barrier. I'm starting to not have my progress just consolidate like right here. That's why people stay in the same place for years. Because they don't realize the bad habits on the side also correlate with the progress that they want to make financially, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I've been in that I've been in that phase for a while. And I can say right now, just not even having time to think about, doing that sin has been a blessing. That because that means I could put all my energy into my content, all my energy into my relationships with my family, with my friends. And I've never been happier right now. Like, of course, my situation I don't like. It's not the best, but I'm super grateful and I'm enjoying the process. I'm really enjoying the process. It's like these are the years I'm going to probably remember. Even though it sounds like discouraging to say, yeah, I might not make the success that I want. There's always that chance. Of course, there's always that chance. I might not, hit that physique that I want. I might not get there to the financial goals that I want. There's always that chance that you might not make it. I know that. But right now, I'm putting all my energy to make sure that my inputs every day align with who I want to be in the future. And a big reason I've been so consistent lately is because of the bad advices I dropped. Multiple bad advices I dropped. Fapping, overthinking, so many other things like junk food, like just eating a bunch of junk food. I used to eat I used to have a mocha frap after every soccer practice. And it's like 9 p.m. at night. What the fuck was I thinking? I was like, I'll just burn it off next practice. I'll just burn it off. Next time I go to the gym. That shit, that shit is like destroying your body. Junk food, fapping, weed, nicotine, all these bad things that are not serving you is what keeps you down here. Is what keeps you consolidating, and then you're not just making that break. Yeah, that's why you're not making that breakthrough. I'm starting to get a sneak peek of the breakthrough because I've been like just super energized recently. It's like I'm always doing something. I'm either making content, I'm either working out, I'm working an 8 hour shift at my job. It's like I'm just enjoying the process as I go. I used to always think of just like fantasizing about the future, and that was also a bad habit. Just fantasizing about the future and not doing shit about it in the moment. And I'm still trying to break that. I don't want to mentally masturbate anymore. Mentally masturbate. Mentally masturbating, if you don't know, is just like just listening to all these podcasts, videos, or reading too much, and just not doing anything about it. Just like, oh, that's a good idea, and they're just not doing anything about it. Oh yeah, I should probably do that, but you're not doing anything about it. That's what mentally masturbating is, and it was this big problem of mine because I was always listening to these like songs and like thinking of all edits of me with my physique when I had a shitty physique in the past. Now I'm just like, let me just be in the process. Let me just enjoy right now. Let me with the sand capsule again. Last the other video I posted, I talked about the sand capsule. How the sand at the top is the future sand. The sand at the bottom is the past. The sand in the middle that's dropping is the present. I'm not focused on the sand at the top that's going to pass anyways. I'm focused on what I'm doing right now. What can I do right now that I won't regret in the future? And a lot of the stuff we regret is the bad stuff that we did in the past. And so, what can I do right now to make sure my future self is not regretting what I did in the past? Okay, I probably should stop fapping. Okay, I probably should stop doing this. I probably should stop smoking. I probably should stop any bad habits that you have. And then your future self is going to thank you for that. And yeah, you got to be content with the fact that it might not happen. It might not. But am I really going to live life just not taking any risks? I mean, I just think of why not? Why not? Why not get the best physique? Why not get the best job that you can get? Why not try it? Why not at least try? And by trying, you do the correct inputs and you cut out the bad inputs. You cut out the bad vices. Cut everything out. Whatever it is you're addicted to. Because that shit will add up in the long run. Can't believe kids are actually vaping nowadays. Kids. Middle schoolers, high schoolers. Every time I go to the restroom in high school, it's like a fucking puff of air. It's like a cloud in the whole fucking restroom. I'm like, bro, we need to get our act together. Especially this generation, including myself. So easy to get distracted nowadays. So easy to fall into bad habits nowadays. So easy to get comfortable. When our ancestors went through fucking war, fighting for our bloodline to stay alive. And this is fuck. The fuck? What the fuck, bro? Like, it's not until recently I realized, what the fuck am I doing? I just imagine all my ancestors looking down at me, just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? The fuck? Why is he smoking again? Why is he fapping again? Why is he like going to do that stupid shit again? Is this what I really died for? So take what you want with it. But I believe it's not about what we do, it's about what we don't do. That is really, really important. Really, really important. Cut all the stuff out that's not serving you. Even if it's friends, cut out any family that's toxic if you need to. Cut out devices, cut out anything that is not serving you. And it's not gonna be easy. I understand it's not gonna be easy because it's not just a cold turkey cut off like anything that's not serving you. It's a process. Okay, it's not you're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect either. But the best thing you could do is at least try. At least. The very least try. And I mean actually try. Not be like, oh, I've been consistent for 2 days. Let me go back. No. I'm talking about try to cut that off as much as you can. Because in the long run, it's going to add up and you're not going to like it. I could tell you right now that I feel so much more free and so much more energized without any stress. I mean, of course, I still have stress with like what I'm doing at my job or with my content or trying to provide the best value, of course. But I'm saying without the unnecessary stress. The unnecessary stress of going incognito online. The unnecessary stress of trying to hide your vape or trying to hide your cigarette, whatever or whatever you're addicted to. Once you cut that out, bro, your mind and energy will start to focus on the things that really matter. So, really take it into account that it will be worth it because the hardest decisions have always been worth it most of the time. I can't think of a time when making the harder decision was not worth it. Hope this helps. So, gonna go work out right now. Do some cardio after, and then gonna go to my work. So, gonna put all my energy into that. Not really looking forward to work, but it is what it is right now. So, hope this helps. I'll see you guys in the next one.